The Muqaddimah by Ibn Khaldun, a revolutionary vision of history and society. Ibn Khaldun's Muqaddimah introduction is one of the most influential works in history, philosophy, sociology, and economics. Written in the 14th century as a preface to his universal history Kitab al-Ibar, it became an independent masterpiece, pioneering the fields of historiography, social science, and political theory. His work laid the foundation for modern sociology and is still studied today for its deep insights into civilization cycles, leadership, and economic systems. 1. Who was Ibn Khaldun? Born in 1332 in Tunis, Ibn Khaldun was a historian, philosopher, and statesman. He lived during a time of political upheaval, which influenced his thoughts on the rise and fall of civilizations. His experiences as a scholar and government official gave him first-hand insight into governance, economics, and power dynamics. This knowledge shaped Muqaddimah, where he sought to analyze history scientifically rather than narrate events. 2. The purpose of the Muqaddimah. Unlike previous historians, Ibn Khaldun sought to uncover the underlying principles governing history. He argued that history is not just a series of events but a science that follows patterns. His aim was to create a method for understanding the rise and fall of civilizations based on social, political, and economic factors. 3. The concept of asabiyya, social cohesion. One of Ibn Khaldun's most famous contributions is the concept of asabiyya, which translates to group solidarity or social cohesion. He argued that civilizations rise and fall based on their level of asabiyya. Early societies, especially nomadic tribes, have strong asabiyya. They are united by common ancestry, purpose, and survival needs. When a group gains power and establishes a state, asabiyya begins to decline. Luxury, wealth, and individualism weaken unity. Eventually, the ruling class becomes disconnected from its people, leading to decline and conquest by another group with stronger asabiyya. This cyclical theory explains why great empires rise and collapse, such as the Abbasids, Mongols, and even modern states. 4. Ibn Khaldun's theory of history and civilization. Ibn Khaldun divided history into distinct stages. Nomadic society, strong, resilient, and self-sufficient, with high social cohesion. Early state formation, the group seizes power, forming a government with discipline and unity. Peak of civilization, the state reaches its golden age, marked by economic prosperity, culture, and expansion. Decadence and decline, rulers indulge in luxury, corruption spreads, and people lose their sense of unity. Fall and conquest, a new, stronger group with higher asabiyya replaces the decayed state. This theory laid the groundwork for later studies in political science and historical cycles. 5. Economics and labor theory. Centuries before Adam Smith and Karl Marx, Ibn Khaldun developed early economic theories. He emphasized labor as the source of wealth. He argued that all wealth comes from labor, an idea later echoed by Karl Marx. Taxation and economic decline. He warned that excessive taxation discourages productivity and weakens economies. He believed that moderate taxation leads to prosperity, while high taxation destroys wealth creation. The role of trade and urbanization. Ibn Khaldun recognized that economic growth depends on trade, skilled labor, and technological advancement. His economic philosophy remains relevant, influencing modern fiscal policies. 6. Rationalism versus mysticism. While Ibn Khaldun acknowledged spiritual knowledge, he emphasized reason and empirical observation. He criticized blindly following tradition without critical analysis. He argued that history should be based on observation and evidence. Causal relationships cause and effect in history. Avoiding superstition and fabricated stories. His rational approach made him a forerunner of modern historiography and social sciences. 7. Politics and leadership. Ibn Khaldun provided deep insights into governance, arguing that successful rulers must govern with justice to maintain stability, should avoid luxury and corruption, which weaken a state, need strong asabiyya to ensure loyalty and cohesion, should maintain moderate taxation and economic policies. He believed that rulers disconnected from their people ultimately fall, a lesson applicable even in modern politics. 8. The decline of civilizations. Ibn Khaldun identified moral decay, corruption, and complacency as key factors in the decline of civilizations. When ruling classes become arrogant, oppressive, and wasteful, their societies weaken, paving the way for new powers to rise. 9. Ibn Khaldun's relevance today. His ideas remain influential in sociology, the study of human societies and social cohesion; political science, understanding government cycles and revolutions; economics, taxation, labor value, and economic cycles; philosophy of history, the scientific study of historical patterns. Many historians compare Ibn Khaldun to Machiavelli, Hegel, Marx, and even modern political analysts, proving the timeless relevance of his work. Conclusion: a visionary ahead of his time. The Muqaddimah was far ahead of its time, shaping modern social sciences and historical analysis. Ibn Khaldun's insights into civilization cycles, leadership, and economics remain highly relevant today. His work serves as a reminder that history is not just a record of events but a science that helps us understand the present and predict the future.